Hello everyone, and welcome to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is episode 38 of the Learn to Play series. In this episode, you'll learn how to ruff in dummy to win an extra trick. Let's start with a new deal. This is deal 006. You are the dealer. Here is your hand. As always, you value your hand. You have 22 high card points and 1 long point for a total of 23 points. Because your hand has a singleton, it's unbalanced. And you have 2 biddable suits, spades and hearts. You check the rules for opening such a strong hand. You know that all unbalanced hands with 22 or more points should be opened with a bid of 2 clubs, so you bid 2 clubs. West passes, partner bids 2 diamonds, and East passes. It's your turn to bid. You interpret partner's bid. Partner's bid is weak, showing no more than 7 points. You check the rules for rebidding after a 2 club opening bid. After a weak response from partner, you should bid your long suit if you have one. You bid 2 spades. West passes, partner bids 4 spades, and East passes. It's your turn to bid. After his weak bid, partner has made a game bid in your suit. You accept partner's judgment and pass. And West passes to end the auction. The contract is 4 spades by South. West will make the opening lead. West leads the King of Diamonds. Dummy's hand is placed face up on the table. Now is the time to formulate a plan. You follow the usual steps. You set the goal of making the contract of 4 spades. You need 10 tricks. You check for easy tricks. Dummy has no high cards and therefore no easy tricks, but you have 8 easy tricks. This is 2 tricks less than you need. You look for opportunities to win tricks with the techniques you've learned in previous episodes. Your only high cards are your easy trick winners, so there are no opportunities to win with a finesse. You look for partnership long suits and check for opportunities to make 13th card tricks. Your partnership has 8 spades, but you've already counted on winning with all your spades. So there's no opportunity to win a 13th card trick here. You also have a partnership long suit in clubs, but the extra cards are in dummy. With no high cards in dummy, it does not seem possible to lead any 13th card from there. You look for other opportunities to win more tricks. You know that hand value comes from trumps, high cards, and long suits. High cards usually lead to easy tricks or finesses, both of which you've already considered. You eliminate that possibility. Long suits can give you 13th card tricks, but you've already checked them. You eliminate that possibility. This leaves only trumps. You have already counted 5 winning tricks in trumps. These are all the trumps in your hand. How could you possibly make more trump tricks? The key is step 3 in planning, timing. Let's see how to do this. You can't win any more tricks with your trumps, so you need to win them with partners' trumps. But when and how can you win with them? When you draw trumps, you will use a trump from each hand in each trick. In 3 tricks, dummy's trumps would be gone. so you need to use them before you draw trumps. Dummy needed 3 points to raise your 2-spade bid to 4 spades. Because Dummy had a fit with your spades, Dummy counted 3 dummy points for the singleton heart. Short suits in Dummy are useful because they allow Dummy's trumps to be used to win tricks in that suit. So, you plan to use Dummy's trumps to trump some of your heart losers. Let's look at hearts. Before you can play Dummy's trumps to win heart tricks, you need to play all Dummy's hearts. Dummy only has 1 heart, and you can play it when you play the ace of hearts from your hand. Once you've done that, whenever you lead a heart from your hand, you can play a trump from Dummy. You need 2 more tricks to make your contract, so you would need to do this twice. But you need to consider the danger of this strategy. The danger comes from the timing. The need to do this before you draw trumps. If one of your opponents runs out of hearts before you make the tricks you need, they could use a trump to win a heart trick. But how likely are you to succeed? To succeed, you need to play 3 heart tricks before drawing trumps. 1 with the ace to clear the 2 of hearts from Dummy, and 2 more which you will trump in Dummy. So you need each opponent to have at least 3 hearts. Your partnership has 5 hearts, so the likelihood that each of your opponents has at least 3 is approximately 80%. These are good odds, so you are hopeful. You have no better option, so you add this strategy to your plan. After you run through all the remaining planning steps, you arrive at this plan. 1. Take control on the first trick by winning with the ace of diamonds. 2. Clear Dummy's hearts by leading the ace of hearts to win the first heart trick. 3. Lead the 3 of hearts and trump it in Dummy. The shortest way to say this is ruff the 3 of hearts in Dummy. 4. You need to get the lead back in your hand in order to ruff another heart. As you will see later, the safest way to do this is to lead a trump from Dummy. 5. Ruff the 5 of hearts in Dummy. 6. Draw trumps. And 7. Win. Now let's put this plan into action. You play the 2 of diamonds from Dummy. East plays the 6 and you play the ace to win the trick. That's 1 trick to you. As planned, you now lead the ace of hearts to clear Dummy's singleton heart. West plays the 4, you play the 2 from Dummy, and East plays the 7. That's another trick to you. Now it's time to start ruffing hearts. You lead the 3 of hearts. West plays the 9 of hearts. You have Dummy trump with the 2 of spades. And East plays the 8 of hearts. That's a 3rd trick for you. Dummy won that trick and must lead to the next trick. You need the lead back in your hand so you can ruff another heart. What is the best way to do this? You could lead to a winner in your hand. This would mean leading a club to your ace. But your partnership has 8 clubs. If one of your opponents has a void, they could trump your ace. You could have Dummy lead your void suit and ruff in your own hand, but this would use up one of your long trumps. If one of your opponents holds all 5 outstanding trumps, this would be a disaster. The safest option is to lead a trump. You can afford to do this because you only need to leave 1 trump in Dummy to ruff the 5 of hearts. You have dummy lead the 3 of spades. East plays the 5 of spades. You play the 10 of spades and West plays the 6. That's another trick for you. Now you can ruff that second heart. You lead the 5 of hearts. West plays the Jack of hearts. You have dummy trump with the 4 of spades. And East plays the 10 of hearts. That's 5 tricks for you. You have 5 winners in your hand, but the lead is with dummy. Once again, you need to decide what to lead. You can't lead a trump as you did last time because dummy has no more trumps. So what should you do? You could lead to the club ace, but that is still dangerous. Your only alternative is to ruff a card in your own hand. Previously, you did not do this in case one opponent held all 5 trumps. But each opponent has already played a trump, so this is not possible. You can safely ruff a diamond. You lead the 3 of diamonds from dummy. East plays the 10 of diamonds. You trump with the Jack of spades, and West plays the 7 of diamonds. That's a 6th trick to you. You have 4 winners in your hand and no other possibility of taking a trick. If you lead each of your trumps and then the ace of clubs, you cannot be beaten. You claim those 4 tricks and concede the remaining 3. Your opponents accept your claim and the deal is over. Congratulations! You made the 2 extra tricks you needed by ruffing in dummy. But there is a warning that you must heed. You can only make these extra tricks by ruffing with trumps in dummy's hand. Ruffing with trumps in declarer's hand does not win extra tricks. It simply wins tricks you already counted on winning. This is a very common mistake for novice players to make, and I've seen it very many times. It's an easy trap to fall into, but you can avoid it by following the planning process carefully. This episode covered more of the basics of bridge. It showed you how and when to ruff in dummy to win tricks. In future episodes, I'll cover everything else you'll need to be a confident and successful bridge player. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.